Hello, it's Mrs. K again. We're just going to get ready here to do some surface area of cones. So as you can see here, we have this fancy cone that we're going to figure out how much paint we need to cover the outside of it. So if we're looking at it, the surface area is the total area of how many faces? Well, there's two separate areas that we're needing to figure out. We need to figure out the bottom and this top cone part. So that gives us two. Okay, so if we're looking over at our diagram here, there's three different parts of the cone. We don't really need height, but it's there, straight down the middle. That's our height. And that will come into play when we do volume. But for now, we need to look at S for slant. Now when you're doing your mathletics, they call it length. So that is S or L. Okay, so in our formula, when you see the letter L, you're actually going to look at the slant. Okay, so same idea, just mathletics decided they were going to call it something else. So keep that in mind. And R stands for radius. And we know that radius is halfway across the circle, right? Diameter is all the way across. Radius is from the very middle part all the way to the outside. So that's our radius on our symbol here. Okay, so let's go over and look at what parts of the formula are and what we need to, what we're figuring out when we're looking at those. So the first part is pi r squared. And I hope you all know by now that that is the area of a circle, which is what our base is. So we're going to write area of the base. So that tells us how much paint we need to cover the bottom. And so then this part, the pi r L or S, is the area of the cone. Or this top part here, the like hat part of our shape. Okay? So let's go ahead and put some numbers in here. Let's pretend that our slant or length is 20 centimeters. And we don't need height for surface area. Our radius is 6 centimeters. Okay, so same as before, we're just going to start plugging in some numbers. Let's start with our surface area equals pi, which we know is 3.14, times r. Look over here, our radius is 6, and that is squared. Don't forget that little 2. Very important little 2, it means a lot. Okay, plus pi 3.14 times r, which we established was 6, times L, so times our length or slant, depending upon who you're talking to, is 20 centimeters. Okay, so let's put some brackets in here so we can remember what we're doing. We've got our brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Okay, so brackets, we don't have any brackets there yet, so the first thing we need to do is our exponents. Okay, so we're going to write that out. 3.14 times 6 squared. So 6 squared is the same as 6 times itself, so 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, and then we're going to do some multiplication over here. Let's do, there's no more exponents, so, and we don't have any division, so now we're going to look at some multiplication. So let's do one at a time. So 6 times 3.14 is 18.84 times 20. So we haven't done anything with the 3.14 or the 20. Okay, so let's move down to the next step. And we still have some multiplication we need to take care of. So 3.14 times 36 is 113.04. Move your addition sign down, and look, we got some multiplication to do again here. So we're going to do 18.84 times 20 is 376.8. Okay, now we can move on to our addition. We've got 113.04 plus 376.8, and that gives us a grand total of 489.84. Are we done? No, we're not. We need something on the end. So we're going to go back over here and look, and we've got centimeters for both of them. So we've got centimeters, and because we're doing surface area, not a straight line, we're doing area. So we demonstrate that we're talking about filling in a whole area, so we need to put that little 2 there, which means centimeters squared instead of a straight line. Okay? If you have any questions, come find me. Otherwise, you can move on to your assignments. Good luck.